It's like 4 in the afternoon, but I haven't had a cup of coffee today. This one's French vanilla. It's super delicious. Today, let's talk about signs it's not meant to be. Okay, and I'm one of those people who likes to focus on the positive, but I feel like, hey, this is just part of life. We're on Earth. There's light and dark, and there's duality here. Follow your heart, but don't forget your mind. So I think I have about 10 signs. Let's jump into it. How do you know it's not meant to be? And don't let this, I just want you to guard your heart. Don't get too much in your feelings. If you click a video like this, it's like somewhere inside you probably already kind of know that it's not, and your body is not gonna lie to you, your intuition. A lot of times we don't wanna face things like this because when you love somebody or care for somebody, you want it to work out. It's natural, baby. I got you, I feel you. But at the same time, you gotta put you first, right? I'm gonna link my video on self-love before getting into a relationship. I've dated people where it's deep down inside I knew oh no, they're not for me, but I stuck around and tried to be loyal and it didn't go so well. I just wanna give you these hearts, woman to woman or soul to soul, just as a warning, but use your own intuition. The number one key is to be honest with yourself and to be gentle with yourself. At the end of the day, life is a solo journey. Yes, we have relationships, maybe even marriage, but if it's not enriching your life, take the lesson and move on, and take care of yourself. Nobody out here is really gonna watch for you the way you have to watch for you. You have to have your own back. You have to prioritize your needs, your health, your wellness. Relationships is a key component to life. So if it's not working out, go like this and let it go. You have to be loyal to you first and foremost, okay? Your loyalty goes to you. Have your own back. It don't matter what nobody else thinks, okay? And one more tip before we get into the signs, right? If you're feeling some type of way, if you're feeling like you want to reevaluate your situation, what you're going through, I don't know, my advice to you is to take some time alone. If you have too many voices in your ear, you're going to be absorbing what other people think versus listening to your own soul. Meditate, journal how you feel. I love to journal because if you write down how you feel, it's right there in plain sight. Your mind's going to lie to you. Your mind's going to have a million thoughts per hour. But if you write it down, you can see what you said and it stays, it sticks, right? Unless you erase it. Nah, but the first sign that it is not meant to be is that this person is just like your ex. Oop, yep, I said it. Why is somebody an ex, right? It didn't work out. Ask yourself, is this person like my ex? Are there some similarities there? Yes, it's a new face. Lessons and patterns, they keep repeating in our life, everybody, until we get it, right? So it could be a new person. Is it the same problems that you had? So, ooh. Sign number 2 that it's not meant to be is that they ghost you. They ghost you. Communication is a key component to relationships. And so, first of all, ghosting is hella immature, but I feel that we've all been guilty of it at one point or another, right? And so, but it's just a sign they're not meant to be. I don't know what it is about love or attraction or whatever that could have us missing the most obvious things ever. But if somebody is not responding to you, then it's just not meant to be, baby. They immature, they not ready, they doing other things, they got other priorities, they're not worried about communicating with you. So you can't really have a healthy relationship with somebody if they don't speak to you, if they can't talk to you. And also that means they don't really care about how you feel. They don't care if they hurt your feelings, they don't care if they talk to you, they don't want to talk to you, whatever the case may be, right? But people can ghost you before they ever meet you, or they can ghost you once you've met them. You could be in a whole relationship and they just ghosting you. It only takes, the first time should be pretty much the last time, because even if you're in a relationship with somebody, you know how it's say red, either they leave you on scent or they leave you on red, that super disrespectful. Anyway, okay, sign number 3 that it's not meant to be is that you feel like you're being taken for granted. No, nope. You feel like they're taking you for granted. This is your sign that it's not meant to be, because the right person in your life is going to cherish you. The right person for you is going to value you. They are going to hold you and be like, this is a gift. This is a blessing. I'm going to take care of this. I'm going to protect this. You know, it's valuable to me. And so if you feel like, if you're not feeling cherished, if you feel like you do so much for somebody, but they don't care, like they're taking you for granted, like they don't deserve your love. I remember back in the day when I was trying to make it work with my daughter's dad, even though life kept showing me like, hey, this is not meant to be, but I was still trying at this point, right? So I remember fixing this big old dinner, like home cooked dinner. I put so much effort into it, went to serve him a plate, and he just kind of like, he was just like, and just put it down, right? And I felt so like, oh my God, like I'm trying and you don't care. I felt taken for granted. So this is your sign that like, nah, it's not meant to be, because you don't deserve that, okay? Your energy, your time, your attention, your love, your efforts, your care, your heart, this needs to be valued. If they cannot value you, then say bye. It's not meant to be. No. Next, move on. Sign number 4 that's not meant to be is that they play with your emotions. This can look like people are in, then they're out, right? One day they're all about you, the next day you can't find them. They only hit you up on the weekends, or you ask them how they feel, they're unsure, they don't know, they never have a straight answer. You see them commenting on other girls' pictures, or someone else is in their DMs. You name it, but they're playing with your emotions. And if you feel like uneasy, like there's no stability, there's no consistency, it's a relationship that's not meant to be. Like, take the lessons. What are you learning in this situation? Because when you go through things that you don't like, the way that it serves you is like, you see, okay, well, what do I want? Okay, well, I want someone who is this. I want someone who treats me like this. I want to feel like this. I want to feel secure. I don't want to be on like eggshells or looking over my back or uneasy. I don't want to feel unstable in the relationship, right? So a lot of people, unfortunately, get some type of high or some type of joy from playing with people's emotions. Like, it makes them feel powerful. And this is a sad truth, but that just stems from insecurity, right? And so humans crave power. It is what it is. And so you have to keep your eyes wide open, especially in relationships, especially when you're dealing with love, because love is a powerful force and it can go toxic, right? Sometimes they say like the devil can use ones you love because you'll care, and it's powerful, but it can tear you down. And emotions are something, like, I'm always talking about emotional health on this channel because it's so vital. You know, people can really be in a really bad place. Like, so many people are in a horrible place because we're not taught about our emotions, and we're not taught about how to have a good connection to our emotions and emotional health, basically. And so that's the thing. Like, is somebody playing with your emotions? Like, they know that this hurts you, they do it anyway, and then they turn around and say sorry just to do it again, just to do it again, just to do it again. And they're playing you like a puppet. And to them, it's exciting, it's fun, and it's sad. But so just be aware, just be aware. It's the difference between a healthy relationship and unhealthy. Sign number 5, that it is not meant to be. Okay, men lie, women lie, but energy doesn't lie. Okay, energy cannot lie. If they drain your energy, okay, so when you're around them, how do you feel? Everybody wants to escape their feelings. Everybody wants to ignore them. Everybody wants to suppress them. But how do you feel? There's like a reoccurring feeling that doesn't feel good. Like, your feelings don't lie to you. And so they're draining your energy, or they're sucking your energy. And it sucks because we're all like, think of yourself as a battery, right? And there's things we do to charge up. Like, we sleep overnight, we hydrate, we eat living foods, maybe exercise, the sunshine. These are things that are gonna fill you, right? They're gonna charge your battery up. We're all made of energy. But when you go around somebody, or you're in someone's presence, or you're dealing with somebody in a relationship, do you still feel charged up? Are they like a charger for you? Are they plugging you up? Does your vibration increase? Or is there a pattern of it draining you, or they're depleting you? You went to them at 80%, wanting to share your energy with them, and then by the time you leave, you're on 30%, you're on 15%, right? Because the fighting, because the disagreements, because like you just are not, you're going like this, right? You're just not seeing eye to eye. You're not, it's not working out, right? These are signs it's not meant to be. And it's okay. Like, I think that so many of us, because I can't think of one person who hasn't had a relationship that doesn't work out. Like, it's okay. Like, we all return back to love. We're all one anyways. We're all bits and different versions of the whole. So relationships are meant to teach us things, and we're gonna learn through pain the majority of the time. But at the same time, it's teaching you about yourself. Can you detach? Can you let go and make space for something that's gonna serve you? It's only gonna serve you when you do this. Like, you're gonna find someone who fills up your battery. You were on 30%, but you went with them and now you're on 90% because they were a better fit for you. We're all like different. And so what do you need? Like, what are your boundaries? What are your like non-negotiables, right? Make a list, right? If you're going through a breakup or a situation where you're not sure, like, write down, like, what does somebody need to have, and don't compromise that. Be like, if they don't have that, if they don't treat me like this or whatever, then that's it. It doesn't mean you don't love them. Love everybody, but it doesn't mean you have to be with them. Do it make sense? All right, cool. So all right, sign number 6, it's not meant to be, and I'm big on this, you guys. Is it because I'm an empath and sensitive? Maybe, but sign number 6 is that they're mean to you. It is not meant to be if they're mean to you. And no excuses. I was about to say no effing excuses, right? Because I don't play when it comes to this. How they treat you matters. If they are disrespecting you, if they are belittling you, if they're ignoring how you feel, if they're trying to embarrass you, put you down, trying to like come for you, that is the worst thing. Like, the person you're in a relationship with should be on your side. Like, you guys should be working together. That's real love. If they're secretly jealous of you, in competition, trying to like destroy you, or like they don't really like you, you're gonna know this because their actions will eventually show it. And if you let someone talk long enough, they're gonna show their real selves to you. But pay attention to body language and pay attention to their behaviors, right? They're not gonna flat out say it, but this just means they're not in a good place within themselves, and so they may project that onto you. But if they're being mean to you, it is a sign that it's not meant to be. You don't wanna be marrying somebody at the altar thinking like, oh, they cussed me out last week, or, well, one time they said this about, like, no. How do they talk to you? How do they treat you? How do they talk about you to other people, right? What do they say? And how do you feel? But yeah, if they're putting you down, and if they're, and you know, I see it so often, and I'm tripping out. Like, it could even be married couples. And the way that they're talking to each other, it's like they hate each other. It's like they don't like each other, and yet they're married. And so it's just a sign that it's not meant to be. You don't have to be struggling in your relationship every day, or feel like they're your enemy low key, or that, oh, that's just how we play. We just take shots at each other, right? Because verbal can turn into like physical. Oh, you took verbal shots at each other, now you're taking physical punches. Oh, we just play fight. Have you ever heard that? Right? Oh, well, they scratched me, but we were mad. We just started wrestling. Oh, I pushed her, I grabbed it. It's passionate. Because I care so much. It's like, oh, no. Like, it's unhealthy, it's toxic, and it's a sign it's not meant to be. And being mean to you could also look like you coming home and being like, oh my gosh, babe, I just did this today, or I just got, this accomplishment, and they don't say anything. That's also like being mean. So be real with yourself, and this is about self-worth and about knowing like what you deserve, what you're worthy of. And we don't want to be in a lack mindset, like, oh, well, like, this is as good as it gets. Like, if they're being mean to you, then no, that's not as good as it gets. Like, let them go be mean to somebody else, right? Like, you don't deserve that. Okay, so the next sign that's not meant to be is that they lie to you. Oop, they lie to you and you catch them in their lies. This is kind of an obvious one, you guys, but it means they don't trust you, basically. And without trust, a relationship is gonna crash and burn. And so if they're lying to you about little things, if they're lying to you about big things, right? There's different extremes. They could have a whole nother family on the other side of the world. Like, we don't know. But if they're lying to you about what they ate for lunch, like, but why? And people try to say white lies. But it's just kind of like a sign it's not meant to be, because a healthy relationship, you guys are like best friends and you're transparent. They know like the good in you and the bad in you, and they accept you for who you are. So you don't have to lie to them, right? And so if somebody's lying to you, it just can become very dangerous, because how can you progress with them? Like, if you get married, you're sharing finances, you're sharing kids and a household, right? Your whole life, your well-being, you're sleeping next to this person. And if you can't trust them, if there's distrust, if there's lies, like, that's all bad. So if they're lying to you and you know they are, by the way, if they lie to you and you like discover that they're lying and you stay, like, it kind of tells them, oh, well, I'm just gonna lie again, right? And so nobody is perfect. People make mistakes, but if there is a pattern of lying or omission, which is also lying, like purposely not telling you something, it's probably not meant to be. This video is like sad, that's why I don't like doing videos like this, but it's important. Okay. The next sign number 8 that it's not meant to be, is that they value other things over your relationship. And they'd rather do other things than hang out with you. They play video games or go with their friends or go out to the club. They put things before the relationship with you. And it's a sign it's not meant to be. It's kind of like they're just in a relationship with you, but it's not where they really want to be. And maybe they put their family before you, or other people's opinions before you, or their work before you, or chasing money before you, or chasing other girls, or whatever, like anything. And you just feel like number 5 on the list of what's important in their life, their priorities, right? And they're full of excuses. So, whew, if they're doing this, I hope not, but if they are, it's a sign it's not meant to be. Oh, this one's big, you guys. Number 9 is that there's no growth. There's no growth in the relationship. You guys are not progressing individually or as a couple. This is a sign it's not meant to be, because guess what? You should be growing. We should be expanding, right? We should be becoming healthier and better and more vibrant and more abundant, more loving, thriving throughout our life. And if you just feel stagnant, it's not progressing. Like, you've been dating somebody for 5 years and nothing has like changed. Like, you don't feel like it's going anywhere. Like, they haven't proposed. Like, it's not moving forward. If you tell them how you feel, but like nothing is changing, right? So growth means like expansion and change. And life is constantly changing. So then if they're not changing, or if you feel that you're not changing and the relationship is not moving forward, then it's at a standstill. And that is not a good sign in life, because first of all, life is constantly moving. So if you guys are staying still, like stuck and stagnant, it's going to decay. It's going to cause stagnant energy. It's not going to be good. Like, think about water. If water just sits in the sink and it doesn't move, it just stays still like for days and weeks and months, like, it will decay, it'll mold, it'll literally destruct. The seasons change. It takes time. Be patient. Don't rush. But it should be a flow. It should be an evolution. You should be growing together. And if you're not growing together, then somewhere inside something's going to feel off for both of you. And the relationship, it's just a big sign that, hey, it's not meant to be. It served its season, and now it's time to let it go, right? Because you want to feel good, and you feel good when you're growing. Emotions are temporary, and relationships, they can change for the better, but these are just some signs for you to keep in mind. You know that feeling of like regret, or you wish things were a different way? Like, if I think of some of my, like, if somebody brings up an ex, there is this feeling, I might think of some happy times, but then like there's this feeling of like, oh, I remember why it ended, right? Like, oh, this never came to fruition. This happened, this occurred, and it caused heartache, right? And so how do you feel? Or if someone's like, how is it going with so-and-so? And you're just like that emoji, like, right? It's just signs. So this video is about letting go, and you guys, I can't stand those videos on YouTube. I'm like, I see those videos all the time, like, let it go, detachment, and all this is like, we don't want to, right? Because love, these are signs. It's just a little, it's ultimately about self-love, deciding for yourself what you want out of life and what you're gonna settle for. Because if you think about it from a higher plane, souls have agreed before incarnating to teach each other certain lessons. And so it's all love at the end of the day, but you have to decide, what kind of life do you want? What kind of partner do you want? What do you want for yourself? And if things don't meet those requirements, you're allowed to have standards. Raise your standards and be honest with yourself. Be loyal to yourself, and be brave, courageous, and strong to release things that are hurting you and allow yourself to change and grow. Okay, I'm sending you so much love, so much power, so much healing on your journey. Drop me a comment. Let me know how this resonated for you. Have more videos coming out for you guys soon. Take care of yourself. Bye.